cry, baby. You ain't real, mama. You had to come to you right now.
We were standing right there, and then they started. Some boy pushed a baby in the way. Some boy pushed a baby in the way.
It's a juvenile gunshot wound to the abdomen, 865 West Lucy Street.
Out there, couldn't breathe, gasping for air.
A mother's pain unimaginable.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on another video. Florida City, nestled in the sprawling landscape of South Miami-Dade County, is a place known for its tight-knit communities. Despite its charm, the area has seen an uptick in discharge incidents that have left residents both fearful and angry. Edwin Rivera, a resident of South Point Crossing Apartments, sat in his living room enjoying the stillness of the evening when a loud, unmistakable crack jolted him to attention. The date was November 16th, 2024. He paused for a moment, hoping it was a distant noise or something benign. Seconds later, the sound multiplied, rapid, deafening, and chaotic. Rivera counted at least 15 to 20, each one ricocheting through the night and his nerves. He crept toward the window, careful to avoid being seen, and scanned the courtyard below. The scene was chaotic. A group of people who had been gathered outside scattered in all directions. Screams cut through the darkness as the discharges ceased. Then came a horrifying realization. A child had been hit.
In that moment, I heard one gunshot. It was one, and it was very strong. And then it was a lot, like 15 or 20 shots.
It's a juvenile wound to the abdomen, 865 West Lucy Street.
Multiple 911 calls were immediately made. When the first Florida City police officers arrived at the scene around 9:35 p.m., they were met with a chaotic yet tense crime scene. People who had scattered during the discharge incident began to cautiously re-emerge, some too shocked to speak, others frantically trying to piece together what had just happened.
We heard the guns bouncing off the wall, so we didn't know whether this was going to come through the window, so we got down and waited till they finished, and then a minute later we came out, we looked over the balcony and we seen a little boy lying there.
This witness who asked us not to show her face tells me she called 911.
Officers found 9-year-old Antavious Scott lying unresponsive on the ground. He had suffered a wound to his abdomen. Despite the chaos, first responders worked quickly. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue soon airlifted Antavious to HCA Florida Kendall Hospital. Commissioner James Gold was also present at the scene, sympathizing with the family. Sadly, despite the best efforts of medical personnel, heartbreakingly, Tay Tay was pronounced gone upon arrival. Initial reports confirmed that the 9-year-old had been a part of a group outside the apartment complex when an unknown assailant opened fire. Witnesses were interviewed and detectives began piecing together the night's events, but there were no immediate leads on a suspect. Nevertheless, the early investigation suggested that the intended target was not Antavious and it might have been someone else in the group. Nevertheless, stray discharges had struck Tay Tay. Victoria Miles experienced the chaos and terror of the night firsthand, and amid the panic, she recalled seeing someone push Antavious into the line of fire, leading him to be struck.
Witnesses I spoke with tell me Tay Tay was outside playing when the sh rang out. The building near Redland Road and Lucy Street in Florida City seemed riddled with bullets in what they described as a hail of fire. Tay Tay hit by what investigators believed was a stray bullet.
They need to turn themselves in.
They didn't care. They shot. We were standing right there, and then they started shooting, and some boy pushed a baby in the way and he got shot.
Victoria Miles witnessed the shooting. The bullet holes in the wall, a chilling reminder. She says when the shot rang out, everyone in the back of the building began scattering.
Everybody was screaming, and my sister went over there and picked up him, and he was just limp, like he couldn't move.
She and her friends were the first to call 911.
We heard random shots. We came outside to see somebody laying on the ground. We went to see who it was. It was the little boy. He was basically out there, like I say, 7 minutes out there, couldn't breathe, gasping for air.
Turn yourself in, like it was a child. He had a whole life ahead of him.
News of the incident quickly spread across Florida City, casting a pall of grief and disbelief over the community. By the following evening, a small memorial had sprung up near the courtyard where Tay Tay was struck. Neighbors and family members gathered with candles and stuffed animals, spelling out his nickname Tay Tay in a display of love and sorrow.
A sea of candles burning bright Sunday night as loved ones gathered to support a grieving mother mourning the loss of her 9-year-old son, Antavious Scott.
You hate when your mama cry, baby. You hate when your mama cry. Just come to you right now.
Been right outside of the home where this 9-year-old boy lived. This is an apartment complex here in Florida City. Take a look behind me because you will see a group of people gathered here, and just below them, a number of candles also. Within this group is that 9-year-old boy's mother, who is obviously very emotional that she lost her son by what appeared to be a stray bullet. Members of the community, including 2 commissioners from this Florida City as well, they are also here, fed up with obviously what happened.
A mother's pain unimaginable. The grief palpable.
Florida City Commissioner Walter Thompson, related to Tay Tay, joined the grieving family also. He described Antavious as a kind-hearted child who loved his siblings and adored his mother.
You're talking the area where kids live.
Florida City Commissioners Walter Thompson and James Gold spending time at the crime scene comforting family. Thompson is related to Scott.
Yeah, meantime, the family of that little boy, we're told, has now left this complex, now staying with family members elsewhere. They do not obviously want to stay here at this complex anymore. Meantime, police, they are still trying to work this case, trying to get any information that could lead them back to whoever fired off that fatal shot. We're told they're having a hard time getting people to speak about this.
In a joint Facebook post, the Miami-Dade and Florida Keys Crime Stoppers, Florida City Police Department, and Miami-Dade Police Department mourned Antavious' passing and announced a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Scott's passing marked the 4th discharge incident in Florida City within a week, a grim milestone for a city grappling with a surge in firearm violence.
This is the 4th shooting in the city in just the last week.
It's a sad point for Florida City. We had 4 shootings, 3 deaths, and one thing you can believe is in Florida City is we do solve our crimes.
Residents, including Rivera, expressed frustration with the escalating violence. Many admitted that the sound of discharges had become disturbingly familiar in the neighborhood, eroding their sense of safety.
Rivera says the shots are a familiar noise. I'm used to hearing it.
The city's law enforcement and leadership faced increasing pressure to address the wave of violence and restore a semblance of peace. 9-year-old Antavious Tay Tay Scott was the youngest of several siblings and a source of endless joy for his family. He had a love for football, a hearty laugh that could fill a room, and a natural ability to bring smiles to those around him. His mother, known for her devotion to her children, was left devastated. His siblings struggled to process the loss of their youngest brother. The grief surrounding Tay Tay's passing rippled far beyond his family. For the community, the tragedy served as a reminder of the dangers posed by unchecked firearm vial.
I was on the way home and I got a text message and they say you got shot, and I ain't believe nobody.
Evans Durcier, Tay Tay's godbrother, spoke with me outside of West Homestead K-8, where Tay Tay went to school with his younger cousins and where Evans would meet with him at a nearby playground.
What are you going to miss about him the most?
His smile, his playfulness. He was energetic. That was my little brother right there, for real. He was energetic. He loved to play. But it ain't the same without him.
We've been in this neighborhood all day. Kids as young as 3, 4 years old running around and playing. And on Saturday night, it was no different, except for the fact that in the midst of the laughter, gunfire.
As the investigation continues, the unanswered questions loom large. Who had fired the discharges that shattered a peaceful Saturday evening and ended the life of a promising young boy? Was this an act of recklessness or a targeted attack gone horribly wrong? And most importantly, would Tay Tay Scott's family ever see justice? For now, Florida City remains on edge. As the investigators follow every lead, the community waits, hoping that the silence surrounding Antavious' passing will soon give way to answers and accountability. I will be following the outcome of this case, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. May the family and friends of Antavious Scott find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.